There are several ways to come to Canada depending on your individual circumstances, such as education, work experience, and language proficiency. Here are a few common ways to immigrate to Canada. Express entry. Express entry is a point-based system that allows skilled workers to apply for permanent residence in Canada. To qualify, you must have at least 1 year of skilled work experience, meet the language requirements, and have sufficient funds to support yourself and any family members. Provincial Nominee Programs, PNPs. PNPs are programs that allow provinces and territories in Canada to nominate skilled workers who meet their specific labor market needs for permanent residence. Each province and territory has its own set of requirements for their PNP programs. Family sponsorship. If you have a family member who is a Canadian citizen or permanent resident, they may be able to sponsor you to come to Canada as a permanent resident. Study permit. If you are accepted into a Canadian educational institution, you may be able to obtain a study permit, which allows you to live and study in Canada for the duration of your program. Work permit. If you have a job offer from a Canadian employer, you may be able to obtain a work permit, which allows you to live and work in Canada for a specific period of time. It's important to note that the immigration process can be complex, and it's recommended that you seek the guidance of a licensed immigration consultant or lawyer to help you navigate the process. Canadian Visa Easy Process. The process of obtaining a Canadian visa can be complex and can vary depending on your individual circumstances. While some people may find the process relatively straightforward, it can be more challenging for others. Here are some tips to help you make the Canadian visa application process as easy as possible. Gather all required documents. Make sure you have all the required documents for your visa application, such as your passport, proof of funds, and a letter of invitation, if applicable. You can find a list of required documents on the website of the Canadian Embassy or consulate in your country. Check your eligibility. Make sure you meet the eligibility requirements for the type of visa you are applying for, whether it's a visitor visa, study permit, or work permit. You can check your eligibility on the Canadian government's website. Apply online. The Canadian government encourages most visa applications to be submitted online. The online application process is generally faster and more convenient than the paper-based process. Provide accurate information. Make sure you provide accurate and truthful information on your visa application. Any false information can lead to your application being refused or even banned from applying for a visa in the future. Be patient. The visa application process can take several weeks or even months, so it's important to be patient and plan ahead. Avoid making any travel plans until you have received your visa. While the Canadian visa application process may not be easy for everyone, by following these tips and ensuring you have all the necessary documentation, you can make the process as smooth and stress-free as possible. Regenerate response.